What's going on, guys? It's Shay here. Now, this is another review video. Yes, I'm reviewing another Morpher I made myself from Super Sentai. Actually, I literally just got done making my charge box for Gabatira, for the Judenchi. Can you guys see that? And there's Gabatira. But if we can pick it up, there's Gabatira right here. The actual Judenchi. This sits right up there, but I'm gonna have to do that in a minute. What fell? I don't even know what fell actually. My phone's right here. I'm assuming something fell, but anyway. Just Galbatir. Well, actually, Galbatir, he's supposed to sit here during the nighttime, and he actually balances pretty well. So yeah, I might actually do a review on my charge box sooner then. I'm planning to actually make three of them, because since I technically have three Genchi. My Dino Chaser Genchi's at Fireblack's house. I'll never go back over there, and if I can find it then. So yeah, with that being said, guys, today everybody, I'm going to be taking a look at my homemade SP license. Now, for those who remember my old video titled "My Homemade Shift Changer slash Rev Morpher," know that was probably one of my first papercraft Super Sentai changers slash morphers I've did in a very long time, or actually did ever. But yeah, I've actually made a lot of kind of modifications to this thing. You guys have never seen this thing before. This is literally my first time ever showing this thing on camera, but I do remember I made this thing. I made this thing one time when I was at Fireblast's house, and it was a fun time down there. And I actually did try to make a video revealing every single one of them. I had Mazzy Ranger, which I eventually cut down and tried to make it into the Brachiomorph slash the Down Commander, but that didn't turn out to be so good. There we go. So yeah, as you can see here, uh, there's the inside with the police thing, personal info, which I've never added anything. I just added just this random picture of the comic version of me. I was eventually gonna color this black since there's technically there really is no one. But I'm actually eventually planning to do that though. Paint like do everything black. What do you guys think? I actually added some white tape to the sides. For those who don't know, it did not look nothing like this before. This was like this piece right here was flat cardboard, so I added more cardboard so that way to make it like I'm actually pressing on the button when I do that. It actually makes it look like the button I'm actually doing that. So, of course, you guys may already, or for those who watch Super Sentai, or who even watch SPD, Power Rangers SPD, knows that the morph is very, very similar. I think it's almost exactly the same. Just slide my computer back a little bit so you guys can actually do this. I mean, so I can actually do this. Okay, so chain to standby. Emergency. Take a ninja. And then they press the button. And the way they actually morph, they put their arms back. I can't really do it as well because I'm in a chair. They put their arms back like this, and then go back up. And they're licensed. This is called an SP license in Japan. It's called the license. Because I guess so I guess they prove to other people that they're really are police because it's what they really do. I really like both the Sentai and Power Ranger. I like the Power Ranger adaptation, which was SPD. I did not grow up watching SPD because I was only like a year old when SPD was out. So yeah, um, I'm eventually gonna write SPD. For those who don't know, SPD stands for something different in Japan. In Japan, SPD stands for Special Police Deck Ranger, and of course in America, we all know SPD stands for Space Patrol Delta. Which I think sounds more like a police name instead of Special Police Deck Ranger. Um, Although Japan is not really that great at naming things in English. So yeah, I think I did a good job on it. I mean, I wish this thing would have come down so easily. And what's really funny is that I actually carry this thing around with me around the city sometimes, and I even have it in my hand. When I write, when I get the letters SPD right here around this area, then definitely yes, I will be probably doing a fanboy, but at the same time, the freaking red up here is already fading off, which is bad. So yeah, it is kind of floppy. It kind of flops there. It doesn't dig into anything, which is probably not really that good. Since if it's supposed to dig into something, I'm pretty sure it can make this a little bit deeper and can make it go in, but it's perfectly fine looking like this. Um, I've never made an SP license. Actually, yes, I have made an SP license before. I made an SP license that was completely like flat slits of cardboard, and that was actually the end of it. I remember I tried writing that star detail that's on the Deck Ranger's jackets around this side before, and now, and for those who don't know, when this is actually black tape. It looked nothing like this. It didn't have any of the excess cardboard. And what's really cool is that the letters are actually still there for for the thing. The letters are actually still there, and even the change thing and everything. I might only just write SPD, like the letter, like the big letters, the initials. I might not write change, phone, and judge. I was actually originally planning to like add the slider, so that way if you want to switch to a different setting, you can literally I can literally slide on my thumb or something like that. But now I just gotta imagine for right now, or like just kind of imagine it. But I am actually planning to add the slider, and when I do add the slider, it's gonna be kind of hard, especially since this thing was covered up entirely with packing tape, and I don't even know mine too. But yeah. I mean, like, it looks almost good. It's just that if I did the silver, which I've never did yet, it will make it look a lot better. And if you never wanted to put a sticker into the actual Deck Ranger toy, the SP license from 2004, which was of course in my year, if you didn't want to put a sticker here, I think I actually had an option to just put nothing here, so it's personal data or just personal, and it would say nothing. Like like the picture would be blank, The all the bulletins, they would be blank. They wouldn't say anything. Police would still be there though. It's just that as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go do that right now. So I'll be right back. In 3, 2, 1, you guys will see this window right here. Black. Okay, forget that. We're just gonna actually color this black on camera and close on this. So we must do phone time. Although I'm not gonna add sound effects. I don't feel like I do. Here's a big jumbo king size Sharpie marker. I love this marker because it fills in a lot of detail. Freaking else somewhere. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take the marker and just color on this on the window. And I'm trying to see if I can get this in the best way possible. Let's go. Alright. Kind of feels a little bit weird since that, like, it's not gonna be a time lapse. Originally though, underneath this panel, it was like it literally just had like this like a person's silhouette, like a person's shadow. Which that was what I added. It was not even on the real toy, which was like nothing there whatsoever. I was actually planning to take this to school one day, but I was like, no, I'm not bringing my Morpher to school unless it's like a cosplay thing, because we have a thing. For those who don't know, we have a thing in my school called Character Day sometimes, and we get to dress up as many characters. So as you can see, I made the window black. Now I can be nobody, but I do know how to let this thing dry. It takes maybe around a minute to dry, not really that long. The more you think about it, it will not take forever for this thing to dry out. But I should say that this is the white tape right here is actually film tape, and whenever it's used, it's basically just used. Like it's basically no turning back after you use that tape and you try to stick it onto something else. Sorry for doing that. Alright, I successfully did it. Now we have to wait for this thing to dry. We have to keep the SP license open. What I'm also trying to do is make the holster for the license, because for one, the license, I've always wanted to carry the thing around me in the city, especially since whenever I write SPD on the front, you guys can also, like, if I ever made like at least 5 of these things, I can pretty sure I can get 5 of them away to people who want to cosplay as a Deck Ranger or even a Power Ranger or SPD Ranger. For those who don't know, my favorite Deck Ranger is Deca Green, aka Senrichi Inardi, and my favorite SPD Ranger is Bridge, aka Matt Austin, which is the actor's name. There might be a part 2 to this, which I'm most likely will. But yeah, this is technically part 1 of this, and hopefully in part 2, because I have to go take a pee. Hopefully in part 2 this will be dry, and if it is, then keep on talking about some more facts. So you guys later on.